question we're going to let you ask Eric. Carol, what would you like to ask him?
I'd like to know, hi Eric, I'd like to know what to do to warm up, make my entryway into my condo more welcoming. You need to know I'm a minimalist, but more on the transitional side than modern.
Oh, she knows her stuff. And also, she has such a warm personality that it needs to reflect that, right?
And you know what? It's a classic problem in condos because you've got to have doors and you've got to get through, and it's very tight space, so you don't have room for furniture.
Yeah.
So this is just a shot of a bunch of doors. This is her actual entrance door and this long wall. And it really does, the pictures show it all. It looks very bland.
It's pretty minimal right now.
Can't get more minimal.
She's done it.
I'm not going to add much, but I think you can add a lot of pizzazz with very little.
Okay.
So I love textured wallpaper, so wall covering I call it. So I do a faux leather wall covering. If you want to keep up with your minimalist style, maybe you just do it in off-white. It doesn't have to be a color, it doesn't have to be dark. It comes in 48 colors, so you can just choose what you want. But it gives you a lovely backdrop. See how just putting the lines on that page suddenly gives it texture and kind of gives it scale. Then we designed this really beautiful console table for a project actually at the Four Seasons here in Toronto. And they had a very narrow space too. So we angled out a ledge and then made it come back to the wall. So it actually floats on the wall above your baseboard. It's only about 8 inches at the very top, but it gives you a lot of wood. So we did it in ebony, ran the ebony sideways, then made a custom mirror with an ebony border on the bottom, mirror above, and ebony above that. So it really takes 8 inches. We made it 4 feet wide. So out of your 8-foot wall, you've suddenly covered half of it. There's nothing on the floor. You're not going to run your vacuum into it. It's all good. Then she's got another little corner.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's really
gorgeous.
That's lovely.
And she's already got a kind of vignette here, but I don't think you need another mirror. So you're going to put the mirror on the long wall. You're going to take this mirror away and put a big piece of art here. And then I put a textured wallpaper. It's not a pimple on the wall. I've dotted it. So I love mica. Mica's a textured wallpaper. It's kind of like little globs of something glued to paper. And it gives you a real granular texture. And I think that's all this really needs. Your table, your accessories, everything actually kind of works. It's just that there's nothing to make them stand out. So if you have a backdrop with more texture, your furniture actually stands out more.
Those are great. People are so afraid of wall coverings, and I think it's because, you know, in the past maybe you made a poor selection with your wall. It's not wallpaper's fault. Like
Yeah, like you don't buy the borders.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Those are lovely choices.
No.
First of all, it's more stylish now.
Yeah.
But also, it won't stay on your house for 100 years anymore.
No. You can,
Remember,
you can
it used to? Like, you can actually take it off.
I remember
now,
removing my mother's wallpaper. I'm like, somehow you're going to die. That was hard.